All right, I'm live. Welcome to another Mountain Man Monday for this November 11th, 2019, Veterans Day. And we honor our veterans today and every day. So we'll see if a few people jump in here and give it a few minutes. Hopefully, I got everything set up correctly this week. Get things going. Hey, Chris about t-shirts and Marvin. How you guys doing? Good to see y'all. Chris, you and I have been playing let's call it a live stream tag, right? Like like they have phone tag, like where you keep calling back and forth. I think we have live stream tag. Trying to type something in here in the let's see here. Give me 1 second. Why is this so complicated? Somebody there we go. Copy. Let's see if this works. Nope. 1 more second. Sorry for this So educate me a little bit on something. If there's a easier way. So when we're in chat, you know that if you want to put an emoji, you can colon and then the name, like smile, colon poop, all these things. But if you don't know what you're looking for, I usually have to Google it and find it and copy it. What is the easier way to find the emoji to like maybe get like a drop down or something like that? Like, why am I struggling here to find the one that I want? This is weird. I normally just copy it. Maybe they don't have one. Twitter? I don't know. Browser. I guess they don't have one for the browser. Anyway, let me just type it in. Happy Veterans Day. Hope, I spelled that right. Anyway, all right. We got Kendall Newman here. We got Marvin. We got Chris. We got Deer Creek Homesteading. Oh, cool. Hi from Michigan. And I don't usually use emojis. And you got an emoji there. Yeah. So like on the phone, you can just put a you just click the emoji and you got pages and pages and you can swipe through. So like if I do colon poop. Is that not going to go through? Oh, there we go. All right. And I can do colon smile. And I was trying to find the American flag to put next to my Happy Veterans Day. There we go. There's a smile. But I don't, I put in America. Then I tried to copy it from the web. Normally that's what I do. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't, this machine, one of the things I do incorrectly is I only turn it on for when I use live streaming. Is it? Yeah, US. That's what I kept getting, Chris. I kept going out to the web and copying the flag, and all I would get was US. But I know there's a flag because it's on my phone. Maybe Android different than the computer. Anyway, I was just trying to put a flag next to what I had right there. So no, great to see you guys. I haven't had a live stream in a few weeks. As I've mentioned before, I do this as a hobby. So life happens, and I do my best to meet with you all, which I have a great time on Mondays. Or I'll do a live stream another day of the week if I have to. It's not just Mondays. It just sounds cool. Mountain Man Monday, get the week going. Yeah, it just, life, work, family, everything happens, and I'm not always able to do it. So I wanted to let people know that, let me pull it up here because I'm going to read off the link. I have to read off the link. So I have a Twitter account for Mr. Mountain Man. And you do not have to have Twitter. You don't have to have Twitter. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's just a URL you can check. And I want to tell you what that URL is. you just pull it up in a browser. Again, you don't have to sign in if you don't like Twitter. But what I do is I try to announce there if I'm not going to be able to make my live stream. All right. So that would be twitter.com/Mr. Mountain _man. Let me pull it in the, let's see if the chat will let me in my own live stream. Let's see if I can even do this. It worked. Maybe I'm allowed to do my own links. I don't know. Yeah, if you save that link, if you're interested about live streams, I will post to that link if I'm not able to make it. So, or if I'm not able to do it. Again, you don't need a Twitter account. You should just be able to click that link and see tweets. And there was one from a couple of weeks ago where I think I said, oh goodness, come on, my machine is moving slowly. Where is it? I know I posted on here somewhere. Hi, yeah, October 21st. Hi, everyone. Oh, wait, I'm still planning a live stream, but it'll be later between 9:30 and 10 on October 28th. This is a quick announcement. There won't be any YouTube live stream tonight. I might do one later in the week. So anyway, you can just check that out, for statuses on that. Let's see. If you're hired as a security guard at Samsung store, does that make you a guardian of the galaxy? Woo, that's joke of the week. I like that, Marvin. That's awesome. Yeah, keep them coming. That's pretty funny. Hey, David, how's it going? Good to see you. And Crystal Copenhaver, good to see you as well. And we did have a great weekend. I don't know if Deer Creek Homesteading is still here, but you don't have to divulge anything. Is homesteading like off the grid? Because I watched this one channel that's been a whole bunch of fun. I'd have to look it up on my phone. That's like off the grid type stuff. I'll tell you what the name of the channel is. And you know what? We'll do it as a YouTuber of the week because I do fun channels too. Let me look into the camera. I do fun channels too that you guys might find interesting. The name of that channel is called Wild Wonderful Off Grid. So they're the YouTuber of the week, Wild Wonderful Off Grid. And this couple lives in West Virginia. Let me see here if I can show my phone here. Wild Wonderful Off Grid. Is that backwards? I can't tell. Anyway, Wild Wonderful Off Grid. And these guys are awesome. It's this couple that ended up building this their own house on this 40 or 60 acre plot land they got in West Virginia. The dynamic between the husband and wife is just fantastic. The guy is smart off the charts about building and contracting. And so is she. Super capable. They're both awesome. Anyway, that's a really fun channel to watch. So I don't know if the homesteading was the same thing. I was just asking about Deer Creek. But hello from Michigan. So hello, Deer Creek Homesteading. But anyway, Wild Wonderful Off Grid. That's a fun channel to watch. They have a lot of subscribers, over 200,000. The video editing on that channel is fantastic. It's so funny because I love to go to channels' first videos and see how they evolve. The first videos that they put together, it was specifically the wife, they were vertical and they were choppy. They were terrible. And now you would think a professional production crew does it or something. They do a really good job. So that's a fun channel to watch, very entertaining. It could be like a channel on television. So anyway, I'm not affiliated with them. I don't even know if they've responded to any of my comments on their channel. I just think it's, I like to share fun channels that I've seen. So anyway, let's see. Yes, great weekend. Steelers won, Buckeyes won, football was fun. Fall weather is nice. Pretty cool. Let's see. We've got New Horizons here, and welcome. And Mama Bear's to Pot Cooking. Welcome. Mama Bear had a new video today. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but Mama Bear, I saw the notification for Veterans Day. I didn't have a chance to see the video, but anyway, check out Mama Bear's Instant Pot Cooking. Mama Bear, I was going to give some unsolicited advice, but you do not have to listen to me. I was just thinking about how neat your channel is. And you may end up, because I think you live somewhere near Gatlinburg or something, and I've seen your pictures. I didn't see today's, but it was about Veterans Day. I was wondering, you're going to probably be doing more than Instapot, and your channel is smaller like mine. That, and I know I'm probably stepping over the line here, offering unsolicited advice, but you may want to consider dropping the word Instapot from your channel, because that boxes you in that you're only about Instapot. But I've already watched your videos, and you're more than that. You're like awesome stuff, like more than just Instapot. Although Instapot's cool, but it's a brand, of that you do on the cooking. But your channel's still young enough that if you were to drop and just be Mama Bear's Cooking or Mama Bear's Adventures, or anyway, I'm not telling you to change anything. I was just thinking about how great your channel is, and that if you were to grow into doing more variety of videos, that the name may not match exactly what you do, because you do a lot more than Instapot. Like, for example, what if you wanted to bake one day and not use Instapot? Anyway, please forgive me if that was, I don't want to be rude. I just was like one YouTuber helping out another YouTuber. And by the way, you guys can critique my channel, give me advice. If you're a seasoned YouTuber, you can tell me anything. I would certainly take it. I like that feedback. But anyway, it was a positive comment, because your channel is much more than just Instapot cooking. You're doing neat things. So anyway, videos on my channel, Mount Airy. Let me show that. New Horizons. For some reason, that one got blocked, but that's a positive. So anyway, Mama Bear's Instapot Cooking, cool channel, and more than Instapot. But Instapot is awesome. If you got an Instapot, you got some great cooking recipes, but she's also got some really neat stuff. And I was also, I think it's been a few weeks, I was happy to see your house, the slideshow of pictures from Gatlinburg and your rebuild. A+. Congratulations, and so glad you guys got back on your feet with your, I think you said retirement home, or I don't know, your home, whatever. It's really cool. So let's see what else. Marvin, my family had a wonderful week. We celebrated my mother's 100th birthday. Well, congratulations, Marvin, and send your happy birthday wishes from the Mountain Man community to your mother. That is an incredible milestone. Very, not everybody makes it to. So that's Marvin. Happy birthday to your mother. And Chris, I saw above, hi from Mindy. Please tell Mindy we said hello. Mindy is awesome. Chris About T-Shirts channel. You can see both Chris and Mindy. If you're new to the channel and haven't seen their channel, please check out their channel. They have cool adventures too, and live streams and all of that fun stuff as well. And let's see, what else do we have here? Been releasing videos on my channel on Mount Airy, North Carolina. Cool. New Horizons. That's awesome. Mount Airy. I used to pass by there a lot. On 77 North, not like through Mount Airy, but that's, yeah, like I jumped down a little bit. Mama Bear said, or somebody said one about Mayberry. Yeah, Mayberry, right? Like Andy Griffith's show was filmed in Mount Airy, right? Somebody could confirm that for me. Beautiful part of North Carolina, kind of north central, right? North central is Mount Airy. So yeah, New Horizons. I have to check out the videos. I got to check it out. Yeah, that's really cool. And let's see what else we got going on here. Keeping my name David Markley. Yeah, hey, by the way, again, I don't want to, I was just, just unsolicited advice. But by the way, you guys can tell me. Somebody told me today, my newest video, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm on the motorcycle. And I go up in the Blue Ridge Parkway, and somebody said, you need a mic. I'd love to have a mic. There's the problem with having a mic is, there's several things. One, I need a new helmet. Two, I need to buy a mic. So we're already at probably $500 to $600. Three, I need to get the right kind of software to merge the audio with the video, which is something I haven't done yet separately. So it's a bit of work. I guess it would be a neat dynamic to be able to ride and talk to you all while I'm riding. But I also thought it was kind of artistic to push out that video with audio, just the background music and the audio of the motorcycle. I kind of throttled the two. So it kind of could be like a relaxing video. If you all have seen Smoky Mountain Hiker and how he does, and it's not constant commentary, and it's not, you know, I don't even believe a lot of his have background music. It's just peaceful and relaxing. And that's kind of the angle I was going for. I wanted folks to be able to see what it was like to be on a motorcycle, because a lot of people will A, never buy a motorcycle, or B, if they have a motorcycle, they may never get to the Blue Ridge Parkway. You know, lots and lots of different reasons. So I just wanted to give people a first person view, because so many people like the mountains and the fall leaves and the colors. You don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a motorcycle or whatever. You could put it on the big screen at home and watch the motorcycle kind of gliding through the mountains while listening to some relaxing music in the background. It is my favorite video that I have done since I've started this channel, hands down. I love that video. I was very excited about that video. I will be doing more videos like that. I had to buy a special mount for the motorcycle. That was just done with the phone, not a GoPro. So that was pretty cool. And so I was impressed by the output, because I was worried about doing some GoPro, you know, potentially for that. And I haven't invested in a GoPro yet. Again, you know, some of these things are expensive to, you know, take your channel to the next level with all the equipment and stuff. I mean, you should see what I got here. I've got a camera separate. I've got a microphone here, the laptop. I've already invested, you know, in some other stuff. So I just wanted you guys to see what that was like. And and my commentary too would have probably been like, hey, look at these leaves and look at this turn. And I really enjoy that. But I guess the one advantage, if I ever got a GoPro and I put it on my helmet, you could see me like look left and right. But I kind of like the steadiness of the shot, that as it went through the mountain, I really liked it. The only thing, again, it was my first time doing it. The only thing I would have done differently in hindsight is my motorcycle stays pretty clean. Unfortunately, the windshield wasn't the utmost clean. So when I hit the sun shots, it kind of was a little bit fuzzy on that part of the screen. But if you go to the ride down the mountain, which is about at the 24-minute mark or something, the angle that I go at, the windshield is completely clear. It's a beautiful ride through the tunnels and everything. So anyway, that's enough about that. I enjoyed that. I'll do more. That's quintessential Mr. Mountain Man content. So yeah. Reviewing through the comments. And if anybody, as long as this channel it doesn't go that fast, if I ever miss a comment, put it back on again. Please do. Let's see. We got David laughing out loud. Great. God bless her. Yes, your mama. Mount Airy was Andy Griffith's hometown. Oh, but the show was filmed in Hollywood. Okay. Thank you, New Horizons. I'm looking for a microphone and wind muff for my Samsung Galaxy S10. Yeah, New Horizons. I am too. So there's some great channels on YouTube that people have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I have links saved. And you know what? If you want, I could probably find it in my folder right here if you give me 2 seconds, because I just saved it. Okay, here we go. YouTube. I'm going to drop it in the window if I can find it quickly without wasting a bunch of time. Best video, Eddie. Best video. Let's see. Audio, music, Cyberlink free. How to copy recommended. Why is my YouTube? Blah 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 blah. Huh. Thought I had that saved. Let me try this one more time. Channels. How to pick a good YouTube channel. Let me just double check one more time. What I'm looking for is I found a really good YouTube channel that the gentleman had all of his, like the mic and the muff for the wind noise and all that stuff, and he had links to it on Amazon, and all the equipment was really good. So I must let me see if I can. Let me check one more time. Let me see. Video editing. Maybe it's under there. Customer support, building customer support. Huh. Yeah, beginner. Oh, here it is. I think I found it. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm going to read through every single comment. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I haven't bought it. This isn't this guy's stuff. This is his recommendation. So I'm just going to drop it in the window here. It's called Beginner YouTube Kit. Anyway, it's just worth researching. There's a bunch of cool stuff on there. And this guy's channel, again, he's got a ton of subscribers. He also will rate different, like the Rode Video Micro. It looks like on Amazon that guy right there is, let me see. I'm just going to pull it up right here. I think it was, let's see. It's coming up. 5525 Amazon Prime. Yeah. And so that's everything. That's the mic and the mount and the cord and everything. Anyway, and it's got great reviews. So anyway, check out that link. That was for New Horizons. And yeah, so check it out. I don't know if that's helpful or not. I just want to be helpful. Thank you, David. Love the bike ride video. And Chris, it was beautiful. Yeah. Stacy Fowler. Thanks, Stacy. Was it you who mentioned to me about getting the mic? I think I was just mentioning that about the costs involved. And I was doing a different artistic angle on it, like more of a relaxing ride with the background music with the audio levels adjusted for the motorcycle. It would take a little bit more. I don't want to call you out. I don't remember if it was you, Stacy, or somebody else. But anyway, I had addressed that. It was a beautiful video. The bike was really cool. The bike ride was awesome. Thanks, Mama Bear. I appreciate it. Crystal Copenhagen, I thought your video was perfect the way it is. I've never been on a motorcycle. That video felt like it was on one. Very cool. Thank you, Crystal. That was spot on, exactly what I was hoping for. Especially people that I had some friends, back in the day when I was on a bowling league, that were getting older and were like turning in their motorcycles because they couldn't do it anymore. Maybe they couldn't get to that part of the country. Whatever the reason, if I can ever show folks something that they can't see or their own right, or maybe it is somebody who's done it before and they're reminiscing and looking through a different set of lenses of somebody else. That just is A+. Hey, Chris, about T-shirts. Hey, David. Crystal, I had the same feeling. Say hi to Mendy. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food? That's a great one. The favorite Thanksgiving food. All right. That's a perfect topic. Who's that? That's like question of the day. David, good job. Let's go with, all right, we're very traditional in my family. I'll give you the menu. Turkey in the oven, a potato casserole. I'll tell you what the ingredients are because I don't, it's the cubed potatoes, 2 cups of cheese, can of cream of mushrooms, 16 ounces of sour cream, the minced onions, a stick of butter, all mixed together with, you take cornflakes and you crush them up and you put them on the top and you put it in the oven for like 350 degrees for 45 minutes. It's like a cheesy, really rich potato casserole. It's very delicious. If there was ever one thing I was going to do on this channel in regards to cooking, because I'm not a cook, maybe I would do that one. Maybe that'd be fun for Thanksgiving. All right, so, okay, we went turkey, we went that potato casserole. And then, my wife will stuff it with yuca, which is like yuca is a type, it's almost like a potato. And then that turkey is off the charts. It's really, really good. And it's injected with all kinds of stuff. And then probably regular mashed potatoes. Gotta have the canned cranberry sauce. Crescent rolls, green bean casserole. I mean, this is like stereotypical, you're going down the aisle at Walmart and you're getting that, pumpkin pie. And so I like the whole, setup. Those are, and so what's my favorite out of all those? It's probably that potato casserole followed by the turkey and then by the crescent rolls. You put those 3 things on my plate, I'm going to get sick eating so much. It's delicious. Let's see what, cause I have the wind noise. Yeah. New Horizons. Check that out. I'm handicapped, can't travel, but do through YouTube. Stacy, fantastic. Like if there's ever anything like, I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm going to do some hikes. I'm gonna do some motorcycle rides and I hope you're getting, enjoying it. And, nothing makes my day more than if I could bring something to somebody again, who can't do it. So I hope you got to see some of the videos, and I'm going to continue to do more. And I hope you're enjoying them. Cooked turnips. Okay, that's Marvin. Cooked turnips. Mama Bear's hungry. I'm hungry too. Actually, I just ate dinner. Raisin pie. Ooh, all right. Thumbs up, guys. Yeah, appreciate it. Anybody who thumbs up me all the time, I really appreciate it. I'm flattered. I know that's how YouTube works and all that. So if you guys take the time to do that, that's very, very kind of you. I really mean that. Thank you. New Horizon. That may be better than my dad's house. Can I come over here Thanksgiving? Yeah, Chris, you know what? We're having some family this year, but man, I tell you what, so for years we lived in Florida and we didn't have any family there, and we ate just the immediate family. One year we had some friends over. They weren't long-term friends. They were actually from South Korea, and they came over, and then they had moved on because he was in the Air Force. And that was one of the best Thanksgivings I ever had, like in its truest sense, like sharing, breaking bread and having a dinner with friends. And it's family, probably 99% of the time, but sometimes just having it with friends and inviting somebody over who maybe is a little bit lonely or doesn't have any family around. I mean, that's why I love Thanksgiving, because it's not about, Christmas is right after it. I love Christmas and I love the meaning of Christmas, but the presents and all that, and it can get overwhelming. But Thanksgiving is just about people and sharing and being together, and probably some arguments too over the family. I'm sure there's some funny stories over the years. Chris. And Chris, we got to get together again. I want to look at the calendar and try to figure out, and I know the holidays are coming up, so no pressure. I mean, if it ends up bumping to January, whatever, but I was thinking about going through the calendar and trying to find some Fridays or Saturdays that might work or something like that. Maybe we could get together. We'll figure it out. Just do something fun. It can be small. It doesn't have to be some major adventure or anything, because I know you're busy. I'm busy. You and I, we both got lots of stuff going on. But I'd love to get to see you and get back together. No tofu turkey. Yeah, David, you and I were connecting yesterday, I think, on the Yitz live stream, because I respect vegans and vegetarians and everybody, but I'm a meat eater. I mean, raw, let's eat some meat. So, no fake meat for me. And but anyway, bean turkeys or something. Anyway, I don't want to offend anybody who's a vegetarian. I like meat. And it's funny because you get a lot of turkeys around here in Western North Carolina. So it's funny. You're always thinking about Thanksgiving. Stacy, you do a great job. Thank you. I appreciate it, Stacy. And again, I hope you're enjoying. Chris, got to get out of the basement. Yeah, got to get out of the basement for some Thanksgiving food. If pumpkins are considered a vegetable, wouldn't pumpkin pie be considered a salad? Yeah, that's awesome. Marvin, keep it coming, man. Just keep it coming. Keep it coming. Thank you, Mama Bear. Just did. I assume you're talking about a thumbs up on this. Still stuck down here in the basement. Good thought, Marvin. I have to go and edit a video. Just want to stop and support a fellow YouTuber. Thanks, New Horizon. And we support you too. And got to check out your North Carolina videos. Thank you for stopping by. I hope I didn't miss you before you left. I apologize. I'm about 6 pack. We'll break you out, Chris. Yeah, call in the troops. We'd love to get together. Yeah, definitely. When you guys come or near Knoxville, let me know. Looking forward to meeting with you both. Yeah, David, that'd be cool sometime. Again, because I'm not as a formal of a channel and I don't do meetups and stuff like that. And I've really committed myself. It's funny what you're going to think I'm going to say. I've committed to myself that this channel must remain fun. And I'm just going to see out of the corner of my eye, hey, Pamela, hey, welcome. This channel must remain fun. If you're a YouTuber, and I know you probably think, because if you've ever looked at my subscriber count, this guy probably doesn't know what he's talking about and stuff like that. So, take my word for whatever it's worth. But there's a few different buckets of doing YouTube, and, taking it very seriously because it's a craft, either a career, an aspiration, something that could become bigger, that you got to put the full court press on, and That's a lot of work, a lot of commitment. It can be stressful. You got to, and then you've got to start thinking about how does the YouTube algorithm work, and what is my content like, and how am I going to grow my channel? There's a lot to it. And then there's another kind of, side, which, and this one could be divided up into a lot of different subcategories, but that's where I fall. It's on the hobby side. Now, that does not mean that I don't want to do quality. You guys have heard me. I spend a lot of time editing. I spent a bunch of hours, believe it or not, on the motorcycle one, trying to get the music right, trying to get the audio levels right, trying to do that new thing with the map at the beginning. I had to learn how to do that. I'm always trying to put out quality, but I have a busy job and a family and just life. I don't want to feel like YouTube is homework that I've got to do. So I'm in the bucket where I'm just keeping it fluid and enjoying it. And that's, by the way, neither bucket is right or wrong. Here's an interesting fact I wanted to bring up. I have this other channel I told you guys about called The Eclectic Handyman. I got an email the other day that only has it doesn't even have 50 subscribers and then a dozen or 20 videos. I get an email from YouTube. It's like this monthly synopsis. That channel, which I just push videos as I do handy stuff around the house and whatnot. That channel has like 2 or 3 times the views that this channel does. And this channel, I put in 99.9% of the effort. The other one, I don't really do much. I just kind of throw it together and put a video or a thumbnail and throw it out there. And I'll explain why. Because on YouTube, if you look at it, the how-to channels that are very narrow, like how to do something on the computer, how to do this with Android, how to be a certain kind of mechanic, how to do, a certain kind of crafting at the house, or how, these things, these are the channels that explode. I mean, you can find some guy that all he'll do is review cameras and camera lenses and stuff and have 300,000 subscribers. Travel and event vlogs can get big, but they're very difficult because a lot of the ones I talk to on the how-to, you can be at your home and you just keep buying equipment or doing things or showing videos and technical stuff or whatever it might be. You can do that all from your home, but the travel one raises the bar because all of a sudden you're like, well, what if I did have those aspirations? Well, people are getting bored with Western North Carolina. Now I've got to travel. But if I get too eclectic, then I'm breaking the rules of YouTube, the loose rules that says if you get too eclectic, you'll lose subscribers. For example, look at my channel. I'm all over the map. I do a live stream, and then I'm in the Philippines, and then I'm talking about a seafood buffet, and then I'm riding a motorcycle. This is not the terrific formula for YouTube in order to, if you're aggressively trying to grow your channel. Because if I get folks that like motorcycles and then I go off to the Philippines to McDonald's, they don't care anymore. If I go to the Philippines and Japan, which was a one-off anyway, and people get interested in the international aspect and all I'm doing is going to the local steakhouse, those people get bored. So the eclectic nature does not help my channel, but I'm doing it for you all and for me. So right now, these are like time capsules that I'm making, and I love the videos. Like if I go back to a video from the fall when I went to Cataract Falls, I know I went to Cataract Falls, but I don't remember every piece of it. I can go back and watch my video, and I have these curated life events now. So selfishly, it's pretty cool. And if you guys are enjoying it, that's great too. But the reality is, even though I only have a few hundred subscribers, I've picked up on the YouTube formula, mentality, the way to grow a channel. And if you do a channel that gets very wide in your content, it's inconsistent and it doesn't create a cohesiveness that people will necessarily like. Like, for example, I went to a football game the other week in Charlotte, and I thought about doing a video. But anyway, it sounds contradictory because I'm saying I'm doing it for myself. But then, I don't want to get too wide because I do like that people appreciate the videos and I want them to get watched because I put the effort into them and they are for me. But at the same time, I enjoy growing the community. So I've got more, we got folks to talk to here and such. So I'm loosely following the rules that it's, it's a travel and events vlog channel. centered out of Western North Carolina in the mountains, but it's basically all the places I may end up going. And so I've got another one coming up where I'm going to be in another random place doing a video, and I'm going to publish it. And again, it won't necessarily follow motorcycles in the mountains or doing a hike in the mountains, but I feel like sharing it with you guys, so I'll do that. So anyway, let me get back to the comments. I just wanted to let you guys know I found some interesting facts that it's so funny that my other channel, which I don't even try to grow in any narrow path, gets 3 times the views because it's a how-to channel. And for example, I got a comment again today. I changed the light bulb, a turn signal bulb on our minivan, and people just love that video. They're like, you saved me so much time, and that's great. And I have another one where I changed all the innards of the toilet. I haven't published it yet. That'll probably be a hit. And I changed out an old thermostat for a Nest. I've told you guys that before. That gets a lot of views, but it's so random. If I know how to fix something or do something, I just publish a video, and those seem to be popular. But, riding my motorcycle in the mountains might get only 100 views. So anyway, as long as you guys enjoy it and I'm having a good time, that's what this channel is about. I'm just right now keeping it to where it's fluid and I enjoy it. I don't want it to become a heavy responsibility because that'll be stressful. And if any of you other YouTubers are getting into it, you have to decide which of those 2 buckets you want to be in very consciously. You have to ask yourself, am I trying to be big? Am I going for 1, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000? If you do, my recommendation to you is to watch a lot of videos on YouTube from the larger channels that have 1 million or 2 million subscribers. There's a lot of free information out there about how to focus and market and make your channel big. If you're doing it for you and as a hobby like I am, sky's the limit. Do what you want. Make it fun and have it, the way you want it. Doesn't mean the other bucket is not fun, by the way. I'm sure the big channels have a lot of fun too, especially if they can make a career out of how-to channel or travel channel or whatever they're doing. That's a lot of fun. But it's almost like a sales position because you don't have a steady paycheck. You have to produce something in order to get paid, market your brand, have merchandise, make relationships and advertising and marketing. And sometimes you have your own program, like if it's in fitness or life coaching or whatever. So anyway, 2 different buckets. There's a lot of information out there. So if you're aspiring to be a large channel, investigate, because I see a lot of people that start channeling and they're like, I don't understand why I don't get views or subscribers. There's a lot of things that go into that, and it's really important to understand how that goes. So I have the knowledge about it, but I definitely consciously made the decision to do a good job, but I'm going to stay in that hobby lane. So anyway, hope I didn't bore you all on that stuff. Definitely can talk, can I? I hope you found it interesting. So anyway, let's see. I'm always near Knoxville, says Chris. Yep. And hey, Pam. And what do we got here? Chris, anytime come see you in the basement. Yep. It's lonely in the basement. Boy, my hubby could have used that to winterize the house till we get back from Christmas. Oh, I missed it. What were we talking about to winterize the house? Was that a food or a joke or something? Anyway, I forget. It's entertainment for all. You get the people who are interested in you. Yeah, that's another thing about Chris, what he said. That's another huge aspect. There's, you know how I had the YouTuber of the week, Wild, Wonderful, Off Grid or whatever? One of the reasons the channel's neat for 2 reasons. One, the content. They're building a house off the grid. The guy's super smart, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the dynamic between the couple is fantastic. So the personalities are really cool. That's another huge aspect. You can have the greatest content in the world and go to Tahiti and film it. But if you're a boring person or don't have much to say or can't articulate, people are not going to be interested. So it is a 1-2 punch of, like Chris said, if they're interested in you and the content that you have. So for the smaller YouTube channels, if that's something as well, it's personality. And I look at a lot of the channels that I enjoy, sometimes that have a husband, wife, or a group of friends. The dynamic between multiple people is actually quite successful. So I know that's something on my channel. This is a channel about Mr. Mountain Man and myself, being myself. There's not the dynamic with multiple people, but that's why I like to get together with other folks like Chris and such, and have a fun time that way. Somebody said, it's entertainment for all. You get the people who are interested in you. Your channel is one of my very favorite. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Crystal. Super awesome of you to say stuff like that. Nice people keep the world turning. Seriously. So, Crystal, that's very kind of you. I mean it. I really appreciate that. That's a very nice compliment. Rita. Hey, Rita. Hey, Mr. Mountain Man, I'm just getting tuned in. I watch your other channel. I think it's pretty neat, and I really enjoy this one. Like I said last week, it's like we're all family. It is. And I've seen some of your comments on the other channel, Rita. Yeah, so, they're just really one-off stuff. And anyway, I don't talk about that other channel to promote it because I never expect subscribers. My greatest enjoyment, actually, one of my greatest enjoyment in life is just is helping people. When people get helped, and that can come in a lot of different ways. So the other channel, if I can change a bicycle tire or change a thermostat, or I'm doing something with the gas valve or something on the computer, or I don't know, the car, and people say, hey, that helped me. That's really cool. By the way, did I tell you guys that comment I got on my other channel? It was super negative. What was it? It was the Mustang video where I did the power steering pump. There's a complicated nut on the Mustang about changing it, and I gave some tips. And some guy said, this is absolutely the most useless technical video I've ever seen, or something like that. Totally insulting. It wasn't like aggressively rude. I didn't have to delete it. But it was funny. I mean, flat out, they just said, you stink. That's what they were saying to me. So anyway, I'm jumping down. Jesus loves you. Hey, good to have you here. I haven't seen you in a while. I seen you over on Yitz, but thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. And it was about your other channel. Could you list the name? Oh yeah, it's called The Eclectic Handyman. And again, you guys don't have to subscribe to it. It's just a bunch of random stuff. But if you want context to understand, The Eclectic Handyman. That's what the other channel's called. I'm boring, but can photobomb. Yeah. Jesus loves you. What he's talking about is when I went to a Yitz meetup back when they were doing those, and he jumped in the picture and he apologized, but it was all great fun. And so, I think I took myself out of focus. Come back in focus. 5 inches. Yeah, we should talk about weather. Can I get myself back in focus? Look at me. I'm such a goofball, right? Look at me. Hey, come on. It's a good camera. What am I doing? Maybe if I move really far away. There we go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You know what? I know for you guys, it probably doesn't matter. And I apologize. I would get better internet if they have it. Welcome to the mountains. That's all stinky internet. And so that's what I got. I try to squeeze all the juice out of it. I hope today it's halfway decent. I've watched my live streams, and when it's going good, it's not bad. It's not like 4K, but it's pretty decent. Sometimes it gets grainy. I have no control. I wish there was a button I could press to make it better. Yeah, so 5 inches of snow. So Jesus loves you. So, yeah, so check it out. You guys have probably seen the news. There's this cold front coming through all the way from the north, like Minneapolis and central United States, and all that is super cold, and they're getting snow and whatnot. And then when you get to and then it's funny because we are at a higher elevation in Western North Carolina than Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. I'm not talking about up at Klingman's Dome in high elevations, but even at the base here in Asheville area, it's like 2,100 feet-ish. Then you can go up from there when you get into the mountains. So in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge are like 900 to 1,100 feet because it's in the valley. But they're getting more snow than we are because that front is like stalling out and turning into rain right when it gets to us. So it's going to be cold tomorrow. 37 is a high, 14 is a low, or something like that. And I don't know how much snow we're going to get. It hasn't started snowing or raining here. But this is one time where I think East Tennessee is going to get a little bit more than Western North Carolina, because to the east of here, it's going to stall out a bit. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the snow, the aesthetics of the snow, but is also safe. Speaking of safe, this is one of the stinky things about living in the mountains. I was driving home from the gym today, and a deer, it's really dark on the roads, and a deer, we see deer all the time, and it's really dark road, and it's just right there. And I'm coming down a hill, and thankfully, because a lot of times deer, they get confused and they just go in front. He actually turned away and went the other way. Thank God. It would have stunk. It would have hit the front of the car. It would have been just bad. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is thinking about the snow. Be careful when you're driving. I think everybody's usually cautious, but you see all these videos of people sliding around and doing stuff. So just be smart about it. You probably don't need me telling you that. Crystal has 2 inches of snow in Ohio. It's supposed to feel like single digits in the morning. Yeah. I grew up in Central Ohio, and it wasn't the snow up in Ashtabula or up near Erie or anything like that with that snow belt snow or lake effect snow. But we would get some crazy days there in Central Ohio. I think, did I tell you guys I got a certificate growing up that I delivered the newspaper on the coldest day in Central Ohio history? The actual physical temperature was -24, and the wind chill was like -40 plus. Very, very cold day. When I had a paper out when I was a kid, I used to wear these ski masks, and I had one that only had a hole like around here, not the one that has all this. It was just here, and it used to irritate the sides of my eyes, so my eye would water. I'm not making this up. It would water, and then my eyelashes would freeze shut. So I'd have to take my glove off and pluck the little ice thing off, and then I'm totally not making that up. That's too original. I mean, the wind that would come up the street, because we had this long street, was brutal cold delivering the newspaper. I love that job, though. I think it taught me a lot of responsibility. So they don't have a lot of kids that do walking paper routes anymore. I think it's mostly adults with cars. But anyway, yeah, I remember. I mean, I was in Florida for a while, but I grew up in Ohio, and I remember the cold weather. So, yeah. Let's see. The weather system got us today. Start with rain, then freezing rain, then snow. It's projected to drop 1 to 3 inches of snow. Yeah. 1 to 3 is better than last year. Asheville got, when I was here early December, we got 18 inches of snow. Beautiful. Lots of fun. I know that sounds crazy, right? I love it. It just, other than shoveling, that wasn't too fun. Thought about investing in a snowblower, but I didn't. Yeah, snow can get crazy. So let's see. Very cold. Yep. Oh, thank you, Mom Bear. Yeah, thank God I'm okay. That deer. Oh, yeah, I got home and told my wife, and I was like, oh my gosh, it could have been such a different night if that deer would have come in, because it would have been a mess. And it's funny because I'm not a stranger to deer. Like where we live in the mountains and stuff, we see them all the time. But it's a good reminder for me to just, slow it down a little bit and be extra cautious at night. Also, there's always a couple ways to get from A to B. And sometimes I take the darker roads because they're shorter, and I need to probably just take the extra 5 minutes and take the longer route that have a little more lighting and stuff at night. That time change, and it's now dark in the evening. So if I go work out and then I come home, I just want to be safe. Chris Winter's here already. Yeah, sure is. It's cooled down like crazy here in Nashville. Okay, Nashville. Yep, last couple of hours. Been raining lightly for a couple hours. I don't want it this early, Crystal. No snow before December. Oh, Chris says no snow before December. It's weird, Chris, because last year we got that big old snow in December, and we didn't get anything afterwards. I mean, maybe a few flurries. Typical day in West Carolina last year was like a high of 50, low of 28. 50, 28. You can watch it back and forth. And I remember living in the South, like when I lived in Charlotte, it was a little warmer than that. But we're still the South, As the crow flies, we're only like 60 miles from Georgia in Western North Carolina, 45 miles or 40 miles from South Carolina. And I forget what it is straight up to Tennessee. It's like 40 or 45 miles. And that little tip in Western North Carolina is not that big. So, it's it can be warm. I mean, we forget it. We're in the mountains, but it's still the South. This is not like Ohio. This is not like Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, where it's like truly, truly always cold. By the way, I said this at the beginning of the kickoff, but again, today's Veterans Day. We honor our veterans. If you're a veteran, and want to say something, please do. Honor all of our veterans. Today's the formal day to celebrate it, but definitely want to. And if you ever get a chance and you're at a fast food restaurant or something like that, and you see a veteran, just buy them their meal. We're not talking about break at the bank or whatever, but the sacrifice that veterans make, and I'm not even talking about every veteran that's in combat, has seen combat or anything like that. Veterans in general, my brother-in-law, he's a career Marine. Just the sacrifice from being away from family. My wife gets a little bit nuts when I'm, have to be away for work or something like that. But the commitment that people that are active military or past military that have made to just do deployments or whatever. Just such a hats off, to our veterans. And anyway, just have, Veterans Day today and honor veterans. So, if you're ever at McDonald's and you see somebody with the World War II cap or Vietnam, pick up the tab. It's a nice thing to do, or just say thank you or whatever. Anyway, Jesus Love You, Ohio paper route 77 to 80, 54 papers a day. Jesus loves you. When my route started, I did the Columbus Dispatch. I want to say 70 during the week and almost 100 on the weekend. And then I kept getting in trouble because I was late. And my manager made me cut my route in half. I used to get yelled at a lot. My first job, I got yelled at a lot. My parents always joke that my district manager broke the doorbell in the house. They were mad. And he was mad. And rightfully so. It was hard getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But the route, once they cut it in half, I think my weekday was 35 to 42-ish. And my weekend was 60 or something like that, I think. But yeah, a paper route was a great job for a young kid to learn responsibility. This was back when we still did collecting. They had call-in pay. Pardon me, maybe 25% of my route had call-in pay, but I had to go door to door and collect via checks and stuff. Christmas was always nice. I used to get tips. That was a lot of fun. People were very nice to me growing up. I never expected that, but it was a tremendous job. Be good if people. I don't know if there are still neighborhoods where kids do that, but since I've been an adult, everybody who delivers our papers is an adult driving around in a car. Hey, Kentucky Girl. I didn't say hello to you yet, but hello. And always thank you for your support on the channel, Kentucky Girl. Kentucky Girl is always watching and commenting on the videos, so I really appreciate that. So happens in November when people put their Christmas decorations out for Thanksgiving. You know you are. Stop it. You know what, Marvin? I saw 2 houses in the neighborhood tonight that have Christmas decorations up. Yep, saw 2. I meant to tell my wife tonight, and I forgot to. So, yeah, you're right. And I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, it's a little bit early. Let's have that turkey first. So, big question. Christmas lights up before or after Thanksgiving? So, David, I think I answered that. I like to do it, and it was what we did growing up, the Friday after Thanksgiving. That's a perfect day. So if you're not out Black Friday shopping, which is kind of run its course because there's so much online shopping these days, but if you that's a great day. You enjoy Thursday with the family, and then Friday you start really getting into the holiday spirit. That's for me. I don't know. You guys put in the comment what you guys like. Hey, Kristen, better late than never. Yep, funny Marvin, and it's not us. Definitely after Thanksgiving. Yep. Mama Bear, hope you're feeling better. Mama Bear, I didn't hear if you were feeling badly, so I hope you're feeling better too. I'm sorry. My brother was a sharpshooter in Vietnam. He doesn't talk too much about it. Yeah, David. So, just because it's Veteran Day, obviously I'm not old enough. I wasn't, in Vietnam. I'm not a veteran myself. Again, hats off to all veterans. But I have done a lot of research and watched a lot of documentaries and read a lot about Vietnam. And not being political about it. That's policymakers making decisions about what war we're in. But the people who were drafted or volunteered, and the way the country behaved, unfortunately, when those veterans came back and what they ended up seeing over there, I tell you, I go out of my way. If I'm at a Walmart or anywhere, if I see somebody with a Vietnam veteran hat, just to say thank you for your service, because it's not about me, it's just about them. And if I see a Vietnam vet, again, if I'm at McDonald's or Subway or something, and some guy's in line behind me, or pick up a tab and just be like, hey, buy that guy over there lunch, whatever he wants. I've done it at a restaurant too, but no, thanks, David, about that. And it doesn't surprise me. I mean, again, from what I've seen, it's just it was tough experience. So definitely hats off to your brother today, David. Definitely. Sometimes they look surprised when we do that. I missed it. Did you put up your Christmas decorations before Halloween? Let's see. Going to be Doc tomorrow, Kentucky. Oh, well, Mama Bear, we wish you're feeling better. It's that time of the year too where it's stinky. Wear the coat and take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep. And a lot of people, underestimate the power of water. Seriously, like drinking plenty of water. If you're a big soda drinker, and I'm not getting on my high horse about health or anything here, listen. I go to Golden Corral and I pig out and I eat desserts like crazy, and I am not a poster child for perfect health, but I do think that drinking plenty of water is a great idea. So if you like to drink soda or alcohol or juices and stuff, just temper it with, drinking lots of water. And I'm not talking about 1 cup. It's very good for the body and getting all that stuff out, keeping you healthy. I'm not saying that it's magical or anything, but I think a lot of people underestimate the power of drinking just plain old water. Doesn't mean that's the only thing. I like tea, iced tea, and whatever. I'll diet with you Coke or whatever. And anyway, just water is a good thing. And Mama Bear, I just saw it pop up saying diabetics so drink a lot of water. Yeah, and my grandmother was a diabetic, so I know diet's important, and depending on the type and stuff and exercise and whatnot. So anyway, I hope you're feeling better. I hope things go well. Lima News on a bike. Lima News on a bike. Little weekly collection. Yeah, Lima, Ohio. And you had a little weekly collection. So that's pretty cool too. Jesus Loves You had a paper out just like I did. I enjoyed Lima, Ohio when we stayed the night there, Bill. Oh, cool. Yeah. Isn't Lima off of 75? I think I mentioned that the other week. Jesus Loves You. And you told me it was on a different road. I don't know, 23. No, 23 doesn't go through Lima. But anyway. Stacy Fowler, yay. Yep. We saw you earlier and saying hello again. I always like to see Christmas lights on right after Thanksgiving. Yes. Now, let's talk about the other side of that. We do keep our Christmas lights up until usually like January 6th. What is that, the 12th day after Christmas or whatever? I know that's a little bit late. There are some people that December 26th, 9 a.m., boom, everything's gone. Christmas is done. So I like to enjoy the holiday season through New Year's, a few days after, and then I'll take the Christmas lights down. I'd be interested about the flip side, so please comment about that as well. I was talking about surprise when we pick up the tab. I was talking about surprised when we pick up a tab. Yeah. That's always a good thing. And by the way, you guys don't have to do that. I'm just saying that's kind of a small gesture, an extra $5 or whatever. On Thanksgiving, they have the Macy's Day Parade, and at the end of Santa to kick off the Christmas season. You know it, Chris. That is a tradition in this household. Macy's Day Parade. We're very cliche. Macy's Day Parade, the TV on New Year's with the ball drop. Very cliche. You heard my Thanksgiving menu. Very, de facto running through the holidays traditional around here. Oh, Stacy, 2 gallons of water a day. You got me beat. That's fantastic. That's a lot of water. That's super healthy, though. That's you definitely, yeah. It helps with congestion and just cleansing. Yeah, that's really great. Sorry about the diabetic mom. Yeah, water is good for you. Yep. Another question, Black Friday sales and Thanksgiving. What do you think of that? I feel they're killing family time. Yeah, David, because I think Black Friday, yeah, it's on Thanksgiving. Like you said, Walmart starts at like 3 or 4. This is competition. When I was growing up, you used to go over to the mall at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. And that was kind of Black Friday, getting up and being crazy on Friday morning. But it's nuts now. Like, that's just the materialistic side of, the holidays. It's funny because, if you watch a lot of the old Peanuts cartoons, they were based on that. And they'd always make jokes, even back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s about how commercialized and losing, the meanings of seasons and family and stuff like that. So, not Thanksgiving stuff. The only thing I've done was I did order something from Best Buy on the internet on Thanksgiving one time because I was at home and it took like 5 minutes and it went on sale at a certain time. I've been putting honey in my tea instead of refined sugar. I hope that's helping me a little bit. Yeah, honey is awesome. And I'm also a big fan. I've been using stevia for about 10 years. So I don't use Equal or Splenda or whatever. I typically don't use regular sugar either. I use stevia, and I've come to really like it. In fact, I get this one brand that I've been using for the last 5 or 6 years. I used to use Now Foods, but now I order this organic stevia in a purple packet off of Amazon. I get like 1,000 packets for $35, and I take it with me everywhere I go. So I get unsweet tea, and I put stevia in it. Stevia, if you're not aware of it, it's a natural sweetener instead of a synthetic one like aspartame or what Splenda is, or the pink packet, or any of those. So anyway, but honey's great. Like my throat starts to get really dry. Like one thing I have not acclimated from Florida is the dryness. Even though I grew up in Ohio, and my voice starts to get really scratchy. Honey is awesome. So Kentucky Girl, that's super natural. No soft drinks at all. Yeah, Stacy, I used to drink a lot more soft drinks, but I've cut it back. But I do drink the occasional Coke Zero or Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi or whatever. And I know those have the artificial sweeteners, but I'm not drinking them that much. So yeah, veterans deserve to be recognized as well as their families. They give up a lot. Yes, they do. Thank you, Rita. So I got to end this in about the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm at an hour. Got to get back to the family. Let me finish. Easter's the best day to take lights down. It gives you something to do. David, I love it. You take the cake there, Easter. Why not just go year round? I swear we're getting to that point. Just leave them up, right? I was in Times Square one year on New Year's Eve, and one time was enough. It was way too crowded. So Marvin, do people really wear diapers there? Because I heard like you can't go to the bathroom or whatever. Like people, it's crazy. Like you're just locked in there. I don't know if that's an urban legend or not, but I've heard like if you get a spot, like it's just what you got to do. You got to stand there for like 12 hours straight without moving if you're on like one of those barricades. That's what I've heard before. David's can't stand sales on Thanksgiving. We boycott stores open on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, Mama Bear, I respect that. I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, it's getting crazy. Just wait. Who's going to one up this year when the solicitations come out in the Thursday paper, and watch somebody's going to keep pushing it up to like noon on Thursday or 8 a.m. And then it's just going to be Thanksgiving. And then it's going to turn into like Wednesday night. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be nuts. I feel the same way. Hi. Oh, hope you're on. Hey, AAA, Art Abandonment Adventures. Unfortunately, we're ending the live stream, but I'm glad you caught the tail end. And of course, you can always go back and watch it. But glad to have you here and hope you're doing well. You move with the crowd and you can't go where you want to go. Yeah. So also, I know security has been beefed up a lot in the last, 20 years. And I that's interesting, Marvin. I people talk about that, would you go to Times Square if you had the chance? And it's like, I don't know. I mean, now with high def TV and everything, you can see right down there and you get to see all the events and everything. But I know that's a little bit of a cop out because it's nothing like being there. But I don't know. Yeah, that's probably a bucket list item, right? At least you got to do it, Marvin. So that's pretty cool. Anything else anybody wants to say before we go? You should experience it once, and once is no. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Doing Christmas the traditional way this year, we're going to do abandonment projects. Hope everyone has a cool AAA. That's awesome. Hope everyone has a blessed week. Great job, Mr. Mountain Man. Always a pleasure to see everyone. It's a pleasure seeing you guys too. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Again, the Twitter link that I put in there. Let's see if I still have it on the clipboard. I do not. I already put it in there. But anyway, you don't have to sign up for Twitter. But if you check my Twitter, twitter.com/Mr. Mountain_man, and I put it in the notes early on. It's just a place where I announce if there's going to be a live stream or not. You can just pull up the link. You don't have to sign in or anything. You can just read if you're interested. That way I don't leave anybody hanging. I'll do these as I can. I enjoy every one of you. being here. Thank you so much. Again, shout out to AAA, Chris about t-shirts, Marvin, Mama Bear's Instapot Cooking, Crystal, Stacy. Earlier we had New Horizons, David. Am I missing anybody? Kentucky Girl. Just gonna scroll back up. We had Jesus Loves You. We have blah, 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 blah. Did I miss anybody else? Stacy Fowler. And if I'm repeating anybody, you can make fun of me. And very early on, we had Deer Creek Homesteading. Kendall Newman was really early on. And that's it. And Janice Young, thanks. Appreciate it. Rita, great. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Next Monday, I'm going to go ahead and announce. I think there's like a 5% chance I'm going to be able to have. We've got another commitment on next Monday. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, if I don't talk to you before Thanksgiving on a live stream, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy all that good food. Stay safe. Watch out for the weather. Have a great time. And we will see you later for another Mountain Man Monday or Mountain Man live stream. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.